What's up, everybody? Plano Trade and Exchange. So, if any of y'all have been following me on Instagram, or maybe you saw the link and saw that I previously purchased a collection of about 40,000 cards, I've finally somewhat mostly organized everything. So, I'm going to go ahead and just dive into. I know I kind of do Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm going to just real quickly dive into the Pokemon uh, and just kind of show everything that I got from this collection. I purchased it for $4,500. The guy that was selling it basically had a woman who inherited it from her husband who passed away. He was a sports cards guy, unfortunately, but he kind of knew what he had, but he didn't want to sift through the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Didn't know. By the way, I have a Band-Aid on because I cut my finger. But yeah, let's go ahead and just jump into it. He's co-signing the whole collection for her, so pretty nice of him. But you know, I think it'll go a long way for them. I mean, he's already sold. He said about $70,000 worth of holo Pokemon cards. So he's doing really well there. In addition to a bunch of other TCG sealed product, he actually had 2 Joey Gear Free tins, which is pretty insane. But yeah, as you can see, nothing too crazy from the Pokemon. I think I mostly just bought the bulk, and there were obviously some holos hidden in there and some gems, such as this Sabrina's Gengar, these light Vaporeons and light Jolteons. There's an Espeon there. And I've already listed those on TCG Player. I also listed a bunch of promos. I believe I have about 52 of these Mews, and then 20 something of these Team Rocket's Meowths. But yeah, it's pretty insane, the whole collection, and just the opportunity. You kind of hear of people buying out card shops, on YouTube videos, and they happen extremely rare, like very rarely. But it happened to me, and the only catch was he wanted about. I paid $1,400 for all the bulk, so pretty pricey. But I mostly felt like I would get the value both from maybe a quarter of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and most of the Pokemon cards. Yeah, so as you can see, I kind of went through the bulk. And again, I'm not a Pokemon guy, but I do know that you want the iconic cards. And you can list them on, I think, TCG Player, which I did a few. I haven't listed all of these. I listed those initial cards y'all saw in the beginning, sleeved up. And that's it for the Pokemon. I've yet to sleeve all of these. So yeah, as you can see, just a lot of Chikorita, a lot of Bulbasaur, a lot of Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes stuff. So yeah, hopefully y'all can kind of get a feel for what this collection is. I think it only went up to Neo Genesis, Neo Destiny. I don't know which one of those was the latter one. Did I see some? Those guys should not be in there. But yeah, a ton of vintage stuff. Wait, what is that? Oh. And not really going to keep any for myself. I am going to maybe submit some promos. The Pokemon Snap Pikachu, such a cool one. Let me see if I could find it. It is right. Let's see. Shoot, where is he? One sec. Yeah, these are super cool. I don't know about you guys, but I think those are awesome. And they go for, I think, 20 a piece on TCG Player, so I listed about, I think, 8 of them. Yeah. So again, just some. The ground types, I mean, there's not a whole lot that's that crazy in here. Just I picked up all the ones that I thought might be worth something. And let me see. I know Kadabra is kind of a rare card because it's technically like banned art or something like that. I know people like Haunter, Ghastly Gengar. There wasn't a ton of that here. He had a bunch of Pokemon binders of which he picked out and kept because most of them were hollows in there. And that guy, he had insane hollows, bunch of Lugias, Ho-Ohs. It was probably it was the most insane Pokemon collection I've ever seen. He kept all of those. He also kept about 40 or so Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I actually helped him. I picked out a bunch of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that he should grade. I didn't really check for condition or anything, but he's familiar with grading. The guy does sports cards, and he, did a lot in sports cards, and so he knows how to grade through PSA and Beckett. And he was actually going to send all the stuff to Beckett, of which I discouraged him and told him most people in Yu-Gi-Oh like their PSA cards and Pokemon, but to each their own, I guess. Oh, is that a Vaporeon? I know to pick out these Vaporeons and any of the evolutions just because people love them. So, yeah. So that was just the gist. I think y'all get the gist of it for the Pokemon, but sorry. Now to move on to the Yu-Gi-Oh. So it's kind of a lot. So you can't see the full thing here. Shake the camera a bit, sorry. But this is about, I would say, 714, maybe 3,000 cards. And let's just go through it. So, bunch of SDK Blue Eyes White Dragons. I think there's 40 something of them. Just so funny because I have a small binder of about, I think, 52 of these, all damaged. I mean, these are in horrid condition, but I'm actually probably going to hang them into a picture frame, so have that for my office, but that's overkill for those. And I think y'all want to see the good stuff. So let's go straight to the LOB, wavy, faded, misprints, and the good stuff. So yeah, these are all the cards that I thought were near mint to mint, except this one obviously, but I'm still on the fence about what I want to do with this, but we'll see. I just thought it was funny. But yeah, these are all near mint to mint, and there was something up with them. This is an MRD EN. I like EN cards. This one looked pretty minty. Oh yeah, this thing is insane. Crazy foil shift there. And then a bunch of game promos. Wavy Raigeki. This was a pretty minty Summon Skull. Was this a wavy Gaia? I think that's wavy. Wavy Dark Holes, a faded Penguin Soldier. This was actually a minty SDK. So yeah, a wavy Flute of Summoning. This is an OG print near mint. BLS, pretty faded. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. And some more stuff, some more vintage stuff that was pretty minty. Oh, this wasn't minty. Some of these are going to just be up for sale as just standalone cards too. Haven't fully decided. Sorry. Yeah, these were pretty minty. Blue Eyes and Dark Magicians. These are wavy Mystical Elves. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sing Engine. He's pretty minty. I might keep this allure for myself. This is a foil shift, faded Horn of Heaven. Oh, this is MRD EN, Kuribo. Let's see. And then I think these are all just minty cards. That's a Reverse Secret. That's very faded. Super Max Fade Time Wizard. Faded Suijin. This was found in bulk. Yeah, these are all pretty minty cards. I think this was Spell Ruler EN. So I forget what the origins of those. Name Shift Sphinx Talia. SRL EN. SRL EN. So those are pretty nice. Yes. I like those. So these are going to be just regular near mint cards that I will probably piece out. That first lot were cards that I'm probably just going to keep to myself for the most part, but we'll see. I don't know. I have to sift through them, see what's worth grading, what's not. Anyway, so here's some other cards that are pretty minty as well, but these I will for sure sell. So as you can see, very much bunch of skull dice, which is nice because I know those are there's not a lot of that. Oh, a wavy monster reborn. Yeah, I guess I will sell that. I already have a faded one. Fix the light a bit. There we go. BLS, E-Telly. Oh, that's a spacer. I think that means we're on to the next lot. Is that spacer supposed to be there? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what that is. There's gonna be there's a lot more than that. Okay, so so some more, just these are again near mint cards that I will piece out and sell on their own, just because I think they'll sell a lot easier on TCG Player. Or, I mean, I might post some of that's a glossy, but it's kind of heavy play or mod play. Dark Hole, bunch of Exodia pieces, Exodia heads, pretty minty. I'm not super interested in Exodia, honestly. I already have glossy and all that stuff, so yeah. I think these were Duelist Revolution, yeah. So some random Guided Dragon Champions, Firestorm Guard, that was pretty cool. Bunch of Dark Magician Girls. Again, all these are near mint, well, for the most part. This I found in bulk. Unfortunately, it's super water damaged, but man, if only y'all. Let's see, what else? All right. More game promos. Oh yeah, BPT. Those aren't near mint. Again, some of this is light played and near mint, but still really cool cards that I think I'll be able to sell off. And let's see. So yeah, he actually had GBI God cards. Oh, what else? He had a few DDS. He had, I think, 2 or 3 DDS Dark Magicians and Exodia heads. Those were probably the top end cards that he had. No LOB first, unfortunately. He did have an ulti Dark Arm Dragon level 7. These I actually might sell as a lot. They're all light play to mod play. I just don't feel, I don't know, I might piece them out. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So again, just sifting through the collection here as a showcase for what I got. Some more light to mod play cards. That doesn't have a sleeve, but yeah, you can see you see how it's kind of played at the top and the bottom. Okay. All right, let's see. Bunch of Red Eyes Black Dragons. I mean, more BPT cards. Yeah, I mean, some of this collection is just kind of like, it's kind of a time machine. Going through it was so cool. Honestly, though, I've gone through so many vintage collections. I feel like the nostalgia has kind of been sucked out of me from just selling so many of them. And I actually haven't bought a big vintage collection. I'm going to put these back. They were in an organized. They were pretty organized. And hold on, give me a sec. But yeah, I think I felt a lot more of a nostalgia blast from the where do these go? More so from the Pokemon cards. I don't remember where these went. What order did I put these in? I think they go in like this. Well, Let's see. Yeah, definitely the wrong way. Uh-oh. Well, I just disorganized everything, I think. Nice. Oh well. So that's just one ream. That's just one row of a 4-row box. We still have all of these that I haven't sleeved. And these are all cards that I am going to list for sale. So, let's see. I'm just going to go through them real quick. And obviously, not all of them are near mint. Oh, yeah, these are like... Oh, yeah, these are like... I'll call these crap cards. Yeah, all of this, like Sphinx Talia, Andre Sphinx... What? Hey, that's not a crap card, though. I gotta go through these again. These I kind of anytime I saw starter deck stuff, I just tossed in this pile, and some other cards got in here just by the crossfire. Is that a wavy? Oh yeah, I did have a few wavy MRD cards in there somewhere. Yeah, so just a bunch of cards I don't care about. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, and they're not all near mint, so they're kind of, kind of useless. But we'll see. Oh, is this near mint? Yes, it is. The heck? Okay. Yeah, bunch of Flute of Submarine Dragons. Yeah. Very partial towards these cards. Would love to just sell them for like 50 cents a piece or something. If that. This one's pretty messed up. I did put all of the damaged cards in another pile, but you'll see that later. Oh, now it's got a dent on the back. Bummer. Man. Yeah, it was tragic to see how some of the condition on some of these cards were, but it is what it is. Comes along when you buy collections. Less exciting stuff here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I should have kind of just set these aside, not even show them off. I didn't even show off all the Pokemon cards technically, but that's because I know more people are probably going to want to see the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But yeah. All right, so back to some of the good stuff. I think this is the good stuff. Yeah. So a lot of this stuff is pretty near mint to mint. These are cards that are like significant somewhat, like they have value and they're not damaged, and I think like I basically can list these and get a good chunk of change back. So let's see. There's a few faded PSV cards, and I need to check those out again. Again, I need to go through this pile. I mainly went through this side, because all this side, you can't see everything here, is cards that are, I would say, like above $5. But those first few cards I showed were definitely cards that might either go into the personal collection, I might grade, or they had a misprint of some kind. See, is that Barrel Dragon faded to y'all? There's a few of these like in there somewhere. I run into an ultimate rare card in here. It's like an ulti Shining Flare Wingman. He did have one reverse secret Serpent Night Dragon that I advised him to grade, and I kind of wish I didn't. I was very honest in my assessment with the cards, just because, I don't know, I can afford to be honest, number one, and number two, I wanted to build trust with the guy, and I really hooked him up a lot. I saved him a ton of time by telling him, hey, these are the cards you should submit to get the most bang for your buck. And he was very grateful for that, and he actually cut me a deal for all of these. So yeah, even though, 4,400 is a lot for a bunch of cards, I still feel like, man, that's a nice Serpent Knight. I still feel like I mean, it's quite a, I mean, it's just a really good deal just because of the amount of cards and just what I could do with them. So, and he helped me branch out by giving me the Pokemon cards, which I've always told myself I wanted to do Pokemon, but just haven't had the opportunity to do so. So here we are. And here we get more into LOB vintage cards. Again, a bunch of BPT stuff because, you know, back then in the early mid-2000s, nobody cared for those cards. I didn't care for them back then. They were worthless to me. I was trying to play metagame stuff, beatdown stuff. There was a binder that had tournament pack commons. Oh my gosh. The tournament pack commons, he had almost a complete set of TP1, but no hollows. So a little sad about that, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, there's also a lot of these LOB foil shift cards in here, a ton of them. I think some people add a premium to those, like they are worth a little bit more. Already missed. Huh. But I don't know. The shifts are so small, but I don't know that I need to single them out if they're just so small. Sometimes they're not that small, but I don't know. So yeah, man, that's a nice 1000 Dragon. Yeah, a lot of these right here are pretty minty. Pretty nice lot. Let's see. There's a lot of dark beginning in here, and I was a little sad to go through the bulk to see that there were no dark beginning misprints. You know how they have rares? That was a reverse secret. Lord of D. I don't think he's near mint though. Yeah, no, he's not. But yeah, I was hoping to find the Gladiator's Assault secret rare misprints. Didn't find any of those. There was also a bunch of retro pack stuff, but the only retro pack cards that were of value were lava golems, the super rare lava golems. Which I know sucks, but it's whatever. Got a bunch of other stuff here. Yeah, this Harpy's Feather Duster is pretty played, but it's like one of the only ones that's like that in here because it's Harpy's Feather Duster. I think you can still play it like that. But yeah, a bunch of Change of Hearts. Glad we're a little over halfway here. Oh yeah, here's a bunch of Serpent Knight Dragons just chilling. None first ed though. There are first ed damage cards, but I'll get to those in a sec. What are those penguin soldiers doing in there? I need to take those out. I'm not gonna go through all the commons just because I think I sorted a lot of them out and I kind of don't know where they are. But oh, nice. What? I'm gonna set that aside. Yeah, I think I counted 42 Metamorphosis PGD and a few Dark Revelation. I forget what other set it came out of. So I found a few of those, a lot of those, and then I think I had about 40 something Trap Dust Shoots. And what else? Gosh. Fiend Comedian is a common from LOD that is pretty elevated in price for the near mint unlimited and near mint first ed copies. So I plucked a lot of those out of bulk, and yeah, I feel like I counted that theoretically, hypothetically, if all of those cards were to sell, just those commons, a bunch of Rivalry of Warlords. I only found one Gozen match, but that's because it came out of the Duelist Genesis. There was just one random stray Gozen match, but found like I think 30 something Rivalry of Warlords, a bunch of Royal Oppressions. What else? yeah, just a bunch of random stuff like that in bulk. And I think the total of that, if I were to like add it all up, I think I added what I had found the first night up to about $600, $500, and then I found basically double that just in the bulk. And that's not; those are just like the most immediate popular cards that would sell if they were to, I guess, if I were to be listed on TCG Player. I have a couple people already reaching out to me about obtaining all of them. I listed all of them on TCG Player first because, again, I'm in the whole $4,400 here. $4,500 if you count the gas that it took to get down there. It was about an hour and 20-minute drive to Cleburne, Texas from where I'm at. I'm in Plano, Texas. All right, let me see if I can get this stack to work with me. All right, I think these are way less impressive cards. Yeah, kind of back at these PPO cards, and yeah, these are not a lot of these are near mint. But yeah, oh, those are super misprints. That one's really damaged, and this one is also pretty played. That sucks. But yeah, first off, just I need to try to get the money back. I'm not gonna try to get that ASAP. I know it'll come through time, especially after listing all of these. If y'all want to comment below in the video, I'd like to hear if y'all think I could break even on this. I think so far, just in the Pokemon cards, that first lot of cards that I showed y'all, I listed them and they were all came out to be about 1,000. Those Metamorphosis, Trap Dust Shoots, all those was about, I would say, another 700, maybe 6. But I don't know. To some extent, I'm like, okay, you listed them for that much, but will they sell? Will they actually move? How will the market change? And so, if I think about it too much, I do get a little worried. But at the same time, I think I'll be okay. I mean, there's about 3,000 cards just right here, and just this one row right here has cards that are $5 and above. And there's about, I think, 700 cards per row. I don't know. I think about it a lot, and I try not to because I get worried. But yeah, I don't know. I have bought a collection bigger than this, actually. It was about 30,000 cards, and that's what kind of got me on the roll with going all in on TCG Player. These are all damaged cards. So these are cards that are heavily played or damaged. Oh, yeah, that's definitely damaged. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I was thinking about just selling all the damaged cards all together to one person. I don't really care for damaged cards at all, but I know I sell them as lots online and people eat them up quick. But yeah, I don't know. Still really cool. Like if you were to sleeve these up, obviously not like the starter deck cards, like it would make for a kind of cool, pretty cool binder for what's in here. I thought that was a glossy swords. Why is this in here? Yeah, that's kind of bad. Oops. Yeah. Oh, that hurts. BPT Summon Skull. Blue Eyes. Man, there's a lot of good stuff in here. I sifted through all this Yu-Gi-Oh stuff first night and then worked my way around the bulk. So yeah, these are major water damage cards. Hate seeing LOB damage cards. Oh, this is trash.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
If you like, I can search the web for them. Hey Siri, I will be damaged cards, so this is trash.
I don't know if y'all can hear that, but my Siri on my laptop just went off. I'm gonna shut that off. All right, and here's the last bit of the damaged cards. If you stuck around this long, you're a rock star, but also you can mourn with me on all of these Thousand Dragons having major water damage. There's a reverse secret right there. Thankfully, none of them were like a faded version, but still pretty sad. There's the first dead Serpent Knight. Yeah, so some of these are tragic. Y'all saw that Time Wizard that was water damaged from before, but yep, that's basically it. Don't really know what I'm going to do as far as like grading stuff. I don't really know if I want to grade a ton of these. A lot of them actually aren't going to be graded, but yeah, we'll see. So go ahead and comment and let me know what you guys think. Did I do good? Will I plus from all of this? We'll see. I know it'll take a while, and if you think I'm going to plus, to what end? When do you think I'll break even? As of right now, I think I've made maybe, I don't know, $200 if that back in the last couple days that I've had it up. But 4,400 is a long road, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Have a good day.